You can even remove the fan from the CPU cooler itself, and the thing can work indefinitely. Yep.
So if you have the problem, what would be the solution? Just cleaning it, or?
Yeah, just clean it and see if the problem goes away. I think this may not even be a software thing. It could be something that is built into the die itself. So the processor will automatically throttle down in terms of execution speed when it's sensing its temperature to be at a certain level. So that program called speed fan will be very helpful because you can actually see the actual temperature of the processor. You should see it going up to. I don't think processors will start to throttle until it is at least 50 or 60 degrees Celsius. So in your case, if you can visually see that it's slowing down, it has to be at least 50 or 60 degrees Celsius. Okay. Yeah. The next question is how much dust what is the speed of dust buildup inside the case?
Depends on where it's at, isn't it?
Depends on where it's at, and depends on how often you run your PC. Some people only use turn on the PC 2 hours a day, and obviously you only have 2 hours to collect dust. Other people like myself, mine is on 24/7, 365, so it has all the time in the world to build up the heat. It also depends on airflow. If you turn your fans up all the time, then you have more airflow, and therefore more dust will get into the case. But hopefully the airflow being more can also blow some of the dust out of the case as well. So it all depends. Now that's why it's really helpful to just look at the dust situation every 6 months or at the most a year. Just open up the case, take a look. If it's looking really dusty, just use your compressed air and a vacuum cleaner. Just clean it up. That's basically all you have to do. Yep.
I've had clients that smoked, and I've noticed that smoking environment there's a lot more dust.
Smoke will kill a computer, okay? Because the smoke particles are actually very small. It's not what you can see with your bare eyes. Those things can actually get through the filter and get into a hard drive case itself. So when those particles get into a hard drive case, it will eventually help scratch the surface on the hard drive and kill the hard drive. So smoking is really bad for computers. Amongst other things, it's really bad for computers. The other aspect of smoking is the tar it's not dry dust. It will actually adhere to the surface of the fins of a CPU cooler, and you cannot just blow it off. It will stay there. So in those cases, if your client wants to smoke, cannot stop, have to use a computer at the same time, I would advise using a air filter. Run an air filter in the same room. So hopefully the air filter will pick up most of the particulate matter in the air, and not as much will get into the computer.
Just go outside.
Yeah, but I get stressful when I'm programming, right? Just switch to nicotine patches. Patch.
What about a heart attack? Yeah, that's the way to go. Said you want a heart attack, that's the way to go.
Well, nicotine is nasty stuff. I looked at my. I don't know how many people have pets like cats and dogs. They have these products you can buy. You apply once a month, and it basically keeps fleas off. It does not actually keep fleas off. It kills off the fleas, if they ever land on the animal itself. And that product, by the way, is nicotine based. Nicotine is a naturally occurring neurotoxin to insects. Yeah, it's a neurotoxin. It doesn't kill the bug by drowning it. It's a neurotoxin. It attacks the nervous system directly.
Well, it depends on what product you're using.
Yeah. Fortunately, insects have a different receptor system than we do. So even though insects are very sensitive to nicotine as a neurotoxin, people are not as sensitive as a neurotoxin. But it's still bad for people in general.
What about this?
People who smoke don't have fleas.
Or any type of insects. If you guys have ever watched X-Files, they had one episode on cigarettes and bugs. It was it's kind of gross, but the bottom line was there are, because nicotine was a natural insecticide. That's why naturally they don't have bugs on on tobacco plants. Tobacco plants do not have bugs. Period. Because it's a natural toxin to bugs. But if you go onto YouTube and just look for X-File, tobacco, episode, you will find that what I'm talking about.
That's what the cigarette smoking man was interesting. One of the main characters, the cigarette smoking man. Yeah, I don't think he had bugs either.
Yeah, but he did not die from smoking though. No, he got pushed down the stairs, right? Yeah.
So is pet hair is the same as like dust then, as far as that getting into your computer, you just blow it out with some compressed air?
Yeah. Anything that's dry is easy to take care of, but if you put your computer like, near the kitchen where you have all the greasy smoke, that's not good either, because, it will be sticky and then you can't get it off of the fins. All right, well, we are running out of time today.
I've learned that the hard way.
So on Thursday, we'll be ready for the homework. I'll give you guys a very detailed description of what you have to do with the homework.